Election 2024, hundreds of ballots possibly burned after ballot box arson. Put up the picture full mass. We were concerned about things like this happening. Unprecedented. A Vancouver ballot box was burned in an arson Monday morning, authorities report, with hundreds of ballots possibly damaged in the fire. Investigators believe the incident is connected to two other arson incidents in Portland and Southwest Washington. Multiple police units were in the area, and the ballot was cordoned off by police tape as it continued to smoke. Around 6 a.m., KATU captured footage of first responders releasing a pile of actively burning ballots onto the ground, which continued to smolder and smoke heavily even after the flames were put out. The Clark County Elections Auditor told us that the last ballot pickup at the location was 11 a.m. Saturday. Hundreds of ballots were inside at the time of the burning. And KATU Local News was told there were likely only a few that could be saved. Just a few hours earlier, Portland police had responded to an arson at a Southeast Portland ballot box. Investigators say that some type of incendiary device was set off inside the box, causing a fire. The fire was extinguished, and investigators later stated only 3 ballots had been damaged. In a noon press release, police stated they believe the Portland and Vancouver arson incidents Monday were connected. A police officer additionally reported that the Vancouver ballot box had a fire suppression system that failed. He also emphasized that the device was not a bomb. Investigators linked the arsons to an incident on October 8th where a Vancouver ballot box was externally scorched by an incendiary device. Clark County Auditor confirmed that the drop box at the C-Tran Transit Center has now been replaced. So the police and FBI are joint investigating. So the FBI is coordinating with federal, state, and local partners to actively investigate the 2 incidents in Vancouver, Washington, and Portland, Oregon in the early morning hours of Monday, October 28th, to determine who is responsible. Anyone with information is asked to contact the nearest FBI office, provide information through tips.fbi.gov, or call 1-800-CALL-FBI. When caught, police say the arsonist will face the charges of, here we go, possession of a destructive device, manufacture of a destructive device, unlawful use of a weapon, criminal mischief in the first degree, reckless burning, obstructing governmental or judicial administration, illegal acts related to voting machines or vote tally systems. Okay, now, here's where the people we elect get to put their money where their mouth is at. Elected officials depend on the dynamics connected to democracy. Voter rule, right? If it is such a sacred reality of our American system, why would we not put the money behind protecting the systems of democracy? You see, we spend way more money protecting what we would call systems in other countries. We put way more money into bombing and killing Department of Defense. Why do we not put that kind of money in protecting the value of democracy in America? This really should not always fall on the local county or the local jurisdiction. Many times they don't have the actual funding to do this, but democracy requires it. Democracy requires it. What are these individuals trying to do? Do they care if you're able to get these votes secured or not? No, they don't. They're trying to create distrust in the system, understand what their point is, understand what their goal is, understand what their actual agenda is. The agenda is to cause everyone to question, thus creating a level of chaos, okay? Entropy in the system, so to speak. That is their purpose, that is their goal. The systems have to be more secure. So the computer systems or the digital systems, they were challenged. It created significant discord. Republicans, led by Trump, were able to launch a case in the court of public opinion that was moderately successful. And now, instead of talking about the machines, now they're going to talk about missing ballots, burned ballots. Ballots didn't get counted because of, et cetera, et cetera. Sharon, thoughts here.
You know, it's brilliant, rather, as you are, Doc. What you just said is elementary. We all know the climate we're living in. We all know the damage that's been done, and we all know who's responsible for it. Why, and frankly, you've reduced the number, you know. So I don't know why you can't protect them better. I really don't understand why you're even having to relate this factual story to your audience today. It is just nutty and dumb.
We have to start actually believing in the stuff we say, or at least elect people who do. Because if you don't protect democracy, you now enter into a place of finality. And one thing I always tell my college students, at least with democracy, there is no finality. If your person doesn't win, you get another opportunity to put your policy and your person up for election again. But if you take democracy away, you have no such opportunity.